Hello, students. Welcome to my channel. Hope you had a good weekend. You enjoyed a lot, stayed indoors, and had a lot of fun with your family members. Okay, students. So, last lecture we had studied about the two parts of adjectives. Sorry, one part of adjectives that was the kind of adjective. Okay, and we had also in the first part we had learned about the basic adjective, what is an adjective. In the part 2, as I told, we learned about the kinds of adjectives, and I am assuming that you have understood it very well. Therefore I did not receive, because I did not receive any email regarding adjectives. Students, if you have any doubt, please feel free to email me so that I'll be able to solve all your problems. Okay, students. So today in the part 3 we'll be learning about the degrees of comparison of adjectives. I know you people are familiar with it, and most of you really feel like why we are doing this. It has been done, from grade 5 or grade 4 we start doing the degrees of comparison, but it is a part of your grammar yearbook, so we have to do it. And I know that it has to be done because it will freshen it your mind up. Most of all must have forgotten. Okay, students, so we'll start. Okay, so what are adjectives? We had learned are the word that describes a noun or a pronoun. The words that describe a person or a place, thing, or an event. Okay, students, I think this much is very, very clear to you. Then we have example. Okay, so this is the example of degrees of comparison. Okay, students, the pencil is long, the marker is longer than the pencil, the ruler is the longest among the three. So if you notice over here, the positive degree is long, the comparative degree is longer, and the superlative degree is longest. If you have any confusion in this, so as I told you in the earlier video also, you have to see the name. So if I see positive, okay, that's fine. You understand what is positive is a root word, okay? But if I say comparative, with the word only you get to know that comparative degree means there is a comparison. And when comparison is there is always a comparison between two things. There's never a comparison between a group. If I have a group of 5 students, I'll not compare all the 5 students to each other. Comparison is done in two things or two people. Okay, so over here the marker is only compared to pencil. So these two. So please remember, students, whenever you are comparing only two things or two people, okay, students, so you have to use the comparative degree, that is ER. Okay, we'll come to when to use ER and other stuff also. Now, when you compare one thing to the whole group, okay, one thing to a whole group, that time you use the superlative degree. For example, if I say Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, for example, okay, so I am comparing Burj Khalifa to all the buildings of the world. Okay, students, so I'll use tallest, the superlative form. I'm not comparing Burj Khalifa with my building. So if I compare Burj Khalifa with my building, then I'll use comparative degree. But here I'm using superlative because I am comparing one thing to the whole group of that things. For example, this so and so child is the smartest child in the whole class. So I'm comparing that one child to the whole class. But if I compare Ravi and Raju, then I'll not say Ravi is smartest than Raju. I'll say Ravi is smarter than Raju. Okay, students, I hope this thing is clear to you. Okay. So now we, as I explained you before only, so degrees of comparisons, there are 3 types: the positive degree, the comparative degree, and the superlative degree. So positive degree. The positive degree of comparison is used to state the quality of a person or a thing without comparing it with other person or things. The form of the adjective is not changed. Okay, students. So in positive, nothing is compared to anything. It's just the root or the raw form. Okay, like this thing is long, she is very quiet, that purse is very expensive, or the children are very young, for example. So I'm not here comparing, but I'm giving my opinion to that particular thing or that particular person. Okay, so I'm stating its quality. So that is when we use positive degree. Okay, students. Now we come to the comparative degree. As I explained you, when two person or two things or two persons are compared to each other, that is called as the comparative degree. Okay, so comparative degree, when to use er, you must have seen, in many comparative degrees we use sometimes er. For example, young, younger. The comparative degree of young is younger. Okay, but most of the times we use more. Okay, for example, this dress is expensive. Okay, but if I have to use it in the comparative form, I'll use it like, this dress is more expensive. I'll not use expensiver, obviously. I'll use expensive, more expensive. Sorry, more expensive. I'll use, this dress is more expensive than that particular dress. Okay, students. So why is it that in many words we use er, and in many other words we use more or less, like that? So we'll come to that. So any word with having one syllable, any word that has one syllable, we add er to it. And any word that has two or more syllable, okay, we use more or less. Okay, students. Now what is a syllable? Syllable is when you divide a word, a vowel should come. Okay, are you understanding? So if I long cannot be divided. Are you understanding? So one part of the word is only long, so this is one syllable. Okay, but if I see expensive over here, so ex, pen, pen, so you have to divide where the vowel is there. Okay, so expensive, so it's a three syllable. ex one syllable, pen, pen one syllable, and sive is another syllable. So it's three syllables. So I use more or less. So it will be more expensive or less expensive. Okay, are you understanding? Okay, so let us go further. Superlative degree. The superlative degree of the comparison is used in comparison of three or more persons or things, or when we talk in a group. Okay, because three or more then becomes a group. Okay, so persons or things, it expresses a quality is possessed to the greatest or least degree by one of the persons or things included in comparison. It can be greatest also, one person is greatest amongst the others, or it can be any least quality or degree. Okay, so the same funda of syllables will go over here also in the superlative degree. So we see here, long is a positive, longer is a comparative, and longest is the superlative. So this is when there is only one syllable. Okay, so quiet, if I see quiet, so it's like a two syllable, so it will be more quiet, and the superlative will be most quiet. Expensive, the comparative will be less expensive. Okay, and the superlative will be least expensive, or more expensive, most expensive. Okay, students, and likewise. Okay, here some examples are there. I'll just go further and further. I'll pause it for 2 minutes, and I want you to pause it and write it down in your rough book or any piece of paper, rough book, whatever is available with you, and I want you to revise. If you have any problem, please let me know. Okay, now what are irregular adjectives? Is this like good, better, best? So better and best, these three words do not, are irregular. It means that they are not related to each other. Like we see long, longer, longest. The root word long is there in every comparative degree also, superlative degree also. But here it's not like that. All the three degrees have a different word. So bad, worse, worst, many, much, or more, most, little, less, least. Okay, students. Okay, students, I'll stop here. Hope you have understood this part of adjectives. That was the degrees of comparison. If at all you have any doubt, please let me know so that I can get back to you. Okay, students, thank you and have a good day.